When you reach your 60s, your body begins to change in ways you may not immediately notice. Your immune system isn't as strong as it once was. Your digestive tract becomes more sensitive, and even the smallest decisions in your daily diet can make a meaningful difference to your long-term health. And among all the foods often labeled as healthy, yogurt has always held a special place. Many people consider it a natural shield for the gut, the heart, and the immune system. Yet after many years working in clinical nutrition, I've discovered a truth that often leaves my older patients stunned. It's not the yogurt that causes harm, but the way they eat it. Tiny mistakes, repeated day after day, can silently destroy the very benefits they hope to gain. These seemingly harmless habits can wipe out beneficial bacteria, fuel the growth of harmful ones, and even trigger inflammatory reactions that raise the risk of serious heart issues. What concerns me most is that most people over 60 have no idea they're even at risk. And there is one mistake in particular that I'll share later. A mistake I've seen lead to severe digestive disruptions, hard-to-treat infections, and, in some cases, hospitalization. It's so common that 9 out of 10 people I meet unknowingly make it. In today's video, I want to walk you through the 6 most serious mistakes people make when eating yogurt. This is not just another warning list. These lessons come from thousands of real cases I've treated over the years. If you want to protect your health and get the full benefit from this simple yet powerful food, stay with me until the end, because the final mistake is something that can happen right in your own kitchen without you realizing it. Before we begin, I'd love to hear from you. How do you usually eat your yogurt? Do you mix it with fruit, eat it right after a meal, or scoop it straight from the container? Share your habits in the comments. Your experience may help someone else recognize something they've overlooked. Now, let's start with the first mistake: combining yogurt with the wrong foods. After years of working with older adults, I've noticed a very common belief: that mixing yogurt with fruit automatically creates the perfect digestive snack. Many seniors even treat it as the healthiest mini-meal of the day. But what surprises most of them is that this very combination is often the reason they don't get any real benefit from their yogurt at all. The live cultures in yogurt survive thanks to a very delicate protective layer. When exposed to a highly acidic environment, this layer breaks down almost instantly. Citrus fruits like oranges, grapefruits, strawberries, and kiwi, foods that seem completely harmless, are actually the fastest destroyers of these beneficial bacteria. Just a few minutes after mixing, most of the probiotics are gone before the first spoonful ever reaches your mouth. The result is a snack that no longer supports the gut microbiome the way it should, especially for older adults who rely on these bacteria for digestive balance. Many patients ask me why they still feel bloated, sluggish, or heavy after meals, even though they eat yogurt every day. The answer is simple. By the time the yogurt reaches their digestive system, the probiotics are no longer alive. Without these helpful bacteria, harmful microbes take over, making the gut more reactive and discomfort more frequent. Another common habit that causes trouble is eating yogurt right after drinking hot coffee or tea. Probiotics cannot tolerate high heat. Even a few seconds of exposure to hot temperatures, whether from your drink or your mouth, can kill off most of them. On top of that, the proteins in yogurt can denature when exposed to heat, making the yogurt harder to digest for many older adults. So what's the right way to enjoy it? Choose low-acid fruits like bananas, blueberries, raspberries, or melon. These won't harm the probiotics and provide soluble fiber that helps the beneficial bacteria thrive. If you want a touch of sweetness, a little raw honey adds natural prebiotics without upsetting the yogurt's balance. Remember this: yogurt is truly good for you, but only when it is paired with the right foods. This small mistake is one of the main reasons older adults miss out on the benefits they believe they're getting. Once you make this simple adjustment, you may notice smoother digestion and a lighter, more comfortable feeling throughout the day. Mistake number 2, eating yogurt at the wrong time of day. One thing many older adults never expect is this: the timing of your yogurt determines whether your body actually benefits from it. More than a few of my patients have been surprised when I explain that although they eat yogurt every single day, their bodies barely absorb any live cultures. And the reason lies entirely in when they choose to eat it. Many people enjoy yogurt right after a main meal, believing it's a light, healthy dessert that aids digestion. But right after eating, your stomach acid rises sharply in order to break down food. This environment is far too harsh for the probiotics in yogurt. If you eat yogurt at the exact moment your stomach acid is at its peak, nearly all the beneficial bacteria are destroyed before they ever have a chance to reach your small intestine, where they're truly needed. What's troubling is that most people don't realize they're wasting the nutritional value of a good food. They assume yogurt is helping their digestion, when in reality their gut microbiome isn't improving at all. Some people even experience more bloating or discomfort. When I explain that they've been eating yogurt at the worst possible time, many are surprised and, admittedly, a little frustrated that they followed an ineffective routine for years. Eating yogurt on an empty stomach isn't ideal either. When you're overly hungry, your body produces more stomach acid, lowering the survival rate of probiotics. At the same time, low blood sugar causes the yogurt to be absorbed too quickly, giving beneficial bacteria little time to adapt or thrive. So when is the best time for adults over 60? The answer is simple: mid-morning or mid-afternoon. This is when your stomach isn't too full or too empty, and when stomach acid levels are most stable. Under these conditions, probiotics have a far better chance of surviving and establishing themselves in the gut. Many of my patients notice improvements within a week or two after adjusting the timing. Less heaviness, smoother digestion, and even better sleep because the digestive system isn't overworked. To make your yogurt even more effective, pair it with a small amount of soluble fiber, such as oatmeal or ripe banana. This combination helps probiotics take root and provides stable energy throughout the morning or afternoon. Simple choices like these can make a profound difference in the digestive health of older adults. Many people believe eating the right foods is enough, but the truth is, eating at the right time is what allows your body to fully benefit from what you're giving it. This small shift can be the first step toward a stronger, steadier digestive system each day. Mistake number 3: choosing the wrong type of yogurt. Whenever I ask my older patients which type of yogurt they usually pick, most answer with confidence: fruit-flavored varieties because they're tasty, low-fat versions because they're heart-healthy, or fortified yogurts because the labels promise extra nutrition. But once we actually read the ingredients together, they often discover that the products they believed were healthy contain more additives than a typical dessert. The truth is, most flavored yogurts on the market contain a significant amount of added sugar. A single small container can hold as much sugar as half a can of soda. For adults over 60 whose bodies no longer process sugar as efficiently, this can cause blood sugar spikes, worsen insulin resistance, fuel inflammation, and accelerate aging throughout the body. Many people believe choosing low-fat or fat-free yogurt is a smart decision, but it's usually the opposite. When manufacturers remove fat, they often add sugar or thickeners to maintain flavor and texture. What seems like a lighter option becomes a hidden sugar source. The natural fats in plain yogurt aren't harmful. They actually help absorb vitamins and maintain satiety, supporting heart and metabolic health when consumed in reasonable amounts. Another overlooked concern is artificial sweeteners. Zero sugar, or diet yogurts, often use aspartame or sucralose. While they may not raise blood glucose, I've seen many patients experience long-lasting digestive issues, bloating, and disrupted gut balance after consuming them. As we age, the beneficial bacteria in our gut naturally decline. Artificial sweeteners can further suppress them, leading to poorer digestion and reduced nutrient absorption. So, what's the best choice for those over 60? It's surprisingly simple. Plain, unsweetened yogurt, ideally with only milk and live cultures listed as ingredients. This gives you full control over sugar intake and avoids unnecessary additives. If you prefer more flavor, you can add your own low-acid fruits or a small amount of raw honey. This approach is not only safer, but far more effective at nourishing the probiotics in the yogurt. I've seen remarkable improvements in patients who switch to plain yogurt. More stable blood sugar, less bloating, and even better sleep as their digestive system becomes more balanced. Sometimes, the smallest decisions in the grocery store become the foundation of long-term health. And choosing the right yogurt is one of the simplest yet most impactful steps an older adult can take. Mistake number 4. Misunderstanding. Expiration dates and improper storage. After opening, during countless consultations, I've met many patients who proudly tell me they always check the expiration date before buying yogurt. And because of that, they believe they are completely safe. But what most people don't realize is that the date printed on the package does not determine whether the yogurt is still good for your body. What truly matters is when you open it and how you store it afterward. The moment you break the seal, bacteria from the surrounding environment begin to enter the container. You may not see, smell, or taste anything unusual, but the microbial balance inside the yogurt is changing hour by hour. Younger individuals may sometimes tolerate mild contamination without noticeable symptoms, but adults over 60, whose immune systems are more vulnerable, can be significantly affected by even small disruptions. One very common mistake is storing yogurt in the refrigerator door. This is the area with the largest temperature fluctuations. Every time the fridge opens, the temperature rises slightly, allowing harmful bacteria to multiply much faster. After a few days, even if the yogurt still smells fresh and is technically within date, the microbial balance inside may have shifted dramatically. Many older adults experience bloating, diarrhea, or stomach discomfort without realizing the cause is simply the way the yogurt was stored. Another issue comes from spoon habits. Many people don't know that reusing a spoon that has already touched the mouth can introduce saliva bacteria into the yogurt. When the same container is stored and eaten over several days, these bacteria grow rapidly in the nutrient-rich environment. For older adults, this can easily lead to digestive upset or bacterial imbalance in the gut. So what is the right way to store yogurt? First, always keep it on a stable, cool shelf inside the refrigerator, not in the door. When you open it, use a perfectly clean spoon and never allow a used spoon to touch the container again. If you buy large tubs, consider dividing them into smaller portions right away to avoid repeated opening and closing. Most importantly, consume yogurt within 3 to 5 days of opening, regardless of how far away the printed expiration date is. This small adjustment can help adults over 60 avoid unnecessary health risks. Yogurt can be a powerful ally for your digestive and immune health, but only if we protect the live cultures inside and avoid giving harmful bacteria a chance to grow. Mistake number 5. Using yogurt packaged in unsafe containers. When choosing yogurt, most people focus on flavor, brand, or nutritional claims. Very few stop to look at the bottom of the container to see what type of material their food is being stored in. For younger people, this may seem insignificant, but for adults over 60, whose endocrine system, liver function, and immune system have become more sensitive, using the wrong type of packaging can create long-term, silent effects. Yogurt is naturally acidic. This acidity can cause certain low-quality plastics to break down at a microscopic level, releasing unwanted compounds into the food. These chemicals don't cause immediate poisoning, so many people ignore the risk. But over time, They can accumulate in the body and affect hormone balance, metabolism, and cardiovascular health. I've had many patients ask why their health didn't improve even after changing their diet. Sometimes the answer lies not in what they eat, but in what their food is stored in. Some yogurts come in recycled plastic, or plastics not designed to hold acidic foods. When exposed to temperature changes, such as carrying yogurt from the store to your car, leaving it on the counter for a few minutes, then refrigerating it, the rate of chemical leakage can increase without you ever noticing. Older adults, especially women after 60, are particularly sensitive to hormonal fluctuations, making these small exposures more impactful. Another seemingly harmless habit is leaving yogurt in a warm car or holding it for too long while shopping. Plastic exposed to unstable heat can release even more compounds. And when these substances mix with the acidic environment of yogurt, the risk increases further. Many older adults don't realize that repeating this small mistake week after week can affect their body over time. So, how do you choose safe packaging? The best option is yogurt stored in glass. Glass is completely inert, doesn't react with acid, and won't release anything into the food regardless of temperature changes. If glass isn't available, choose yogurts made with food-safe plastics such as HDPE or PP. You can also transfer yogurt into a clean glass jar once you bring it home. This simple habit can offer meaningful long-term benefits. Your health isn't determined only by what you eat, but also by how you store and protect your food. Choosing safe packaging reduces stress on your liver, supports hormonal balance, and limits silent inflammation within the body. As age advances and the body becomes more sensitive, these thoughtful decisions become increasingly important. Mistake number 6. Breaking the cold chain and allowing cross-contamination. Among all the mistakes people make with yogurt, this is the one I consider most dangerous for older adults. Not because it's rare, but because it happens quietly, almost every day, right in our own kitchens. And most people have no idea how much it affects their digestion and immune health. Yogurt is a living food. It contains active, living bacteria. This is why keeping it at a stable temperature, the cold chain, is essential. If yogurt is left out of the refrigerator for too long, even for a short period while shopping or sitting on the kitchen counter, harmful bacteria begin multiplying far more quickly than you might expect. Younger people may tolerate these fluctuations without noticeable symptoms, but adults over 60 no longer have the same resilience against bacterial imbalances. I have had many patients tell me they only leave yogurt out for 15 to 20 minutes while preparing breakfast or waiting for someone to join them. What they don't realize is that this temperature shift is enough to weaken the probiotics and create the perfect environment for harmful bacteria to grow. For older adults, especially those with chronic conditions or a weakened immune system, this can lead to diarrhea, prolonged bloating, or even infections that require medical treatment. Even more concerning is the most common mistake of all: cross-contamination. Many people scoop yogurt with a spoon they've already used, or use a spoon that has touched their mouth to take another spoonful. Saliva bacteria easily enter the container this way. When the yogurt is stored again and eaten over several days, these bacteria multiply rapidly in the nutrient-rich environment. For older adults, this can cause stomach pain, digestive disturbances, dehydration, and in worse cases, gastrointestinal infections. That's why I always remind my patients, yogurt cannot protect itself. It depends on the care of the person using it. For anyone over 60, that care becomes an essential layer of protection. To enjoy yogurt safely, keep 3 simple rules in mind. First, always store yogurt in the refrigerator and minimize the time it spends outside. Second, use an insulated bag when bringing yogurt home from the store to avoid temperature swings. Third, use only a perfectly clean spoon. Never allow a spoon that has touched your mouth to go back into the container. If you buy large tubs, portion them into smaller servings right away to reduce repeated handling. These habits may seem small, but they carry tremendous importance for older adults. After 60, the body doesn't respond as quickly or as strongly as it once did. Prevention becomes far more valuable than treatment. With just a few careful steps, you can protect your digestive system, reduce infection risk, and fully enjoy the benefits yogurt is meant to offer. As we move into our 60s and beyond, our bodies may not react as quickly as they once did, but they still have a remarkable ability to heal and stay strong when we care for them wisely. Yogurt is one of the simplest foods we can add to our routine, yet it carries tremendous potential for digestive, immune, and overall health. The key isn't just whether we eat yogurt, but how we eat it. The 6 mistakes we've covered today are not meant to alarm you, but to help you see the small details that matter. When you choose the right type of yogurt, store it properly, eat it at the right time, and protect it from contamination, you give your body the chance to receive every benefit this nourishing food can offer. And those simple adjustments can bring real changes. A lighter digestive system, deeper sleep, steadier energy, and a greater sense of control over your well-being. I've always believed that aging is not the end of vitality. It's a new chapter, one where we can live more thoughtfully, listen to our bodies more closely, and care for ourselves with greater intention. Every wise choice you make today becomes a gift to the version of you in the years ahead. Before you leave this video, I'd love to hear from you. Among the 6 mistakes we've discussed, which one do you think you've made the most? Or do you have your own yogurt habits you'd like to share so others can learn from them? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Your experience may help someone else stay healthier. And if you found today's content helpful, feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel. We'll continue bringing you reliable, compassionate guidance to help make your journey through later life stronger, calmer, and filled with joy.